How's it going, everybody? This is the latest from Sweden. The Swedish military wants more women in the army, yet fewer women are getting accepted for military service. The Swedish Armed Forces wants 30% of people doing military service to be women, but this year, women only account for 16% of those accepted. There are two main reasons for this. First, a lot of women are outcompeted by men in the physical strength assessment. This leads to the second reason. Many women end up competing for the positions with lower physical requirements, such as logistics and staff roles, where the competition becomes much tougher. The Swedish Armed Forces will not lower or change the requirements for the physical strength assessment for women, but is instead hoping that more women will simply apply for military service, as they are increasing the number of spots available in the service in general. Ilsa Hagman's dream is to become a combat boat operator in the army. She even attended a weekend course for girls arranged by the Armed Forces during high school. And although her test results were above average, it wasn't enough to compete in the combat boat operator program. Instead, she was placed in the Armed Forces reserve pool after not qualifying for her preferred training program. She says it's a little weird how they want more women in the military, and that at the same time they are unhappy with the low numbers. Since the Armed Forces won't lower the physical strength requirements for women, what can be done in order to increase diversity? For now, the Swedish Armed Forces hopes that increasing the number of available positions will encourage more women to apply. Wildfires are breaking out across Sweden after an unusually hot and dry weekend. The risk for wildfires is high across much of Sweden, and in Bohuslän, Blekinge and Karlstad it's considered extreme. As with every summer when the sun has Swedes migrating to the local beaches, the risk for fires is what's dominating the news. A new temperature record was set in Malmö on Saturday, with temperatures exceeding 35 degrees. Some people think that Sweden is a year-round winter wonderland with reindeers and polar bears walking the streets, but that's very far from the truth. Every summer, fires are ravaging fields and forests. Bans on lighting fires and even having barbecue parties become more frequent, and rain becomes a welcoming sight for farmers and landowners. Long-awaited rainfall is very appreciated and helps reduce the risk of wildfires. And water-bombing helicopters have already joined the battle against the fires around Hultsfred and Boxholm. High temperatures of up to 30 degrees are expected in the southern parts of the country this week. For anyone planning on going outdoors, it goes without saying. Bring your sunscreen, drink water, and don't throw your cigarette butts on the ground, especially near dry vegetation. So if you're in Sweden this summer and planning to light a campfire or barbecue, make sure to check the local fire restrictions first. One careless mistake, and you know what happens. This was the latest from Sweden. Thank you for watching. The Sweden Brief out.